Hello, everyone. This is Dr. Brian Rubin, and I'm so happy to come to you at this time. I want to welcome all of you who are joining me and those who are still going to be coming and watching from all around the world. We are getting ready. We are ready to set the ball rolling, and we're here to dispel ignorance because we want people to be as successful as possible. The only way to change results. You see, result, as I tell you always, is an outcome. All right. Your results are your outcomes. Outcomes. So they are what you call dependent variables. That's what they are. When you want to change results, you don't focus on the results you want to change. The only reason why you consider the result is to help you say the result is a feedback. What's more important is the process, your process. And what determines your process is your structure and your system. If you get your structure in order and you get your process in order, you have a great result. Why is it that so many people who trying to get into businesses fail? Why? Why is it that many struggle just to trying to pursue a business dream? Why does that happen? You see, always I like to deal with fundamental issues. You see, the research, the reports available, and this is available everywhere. You can search for it right now, and you get the same result that four out of every five new businesses fail. Why does that happen? Why does businesses fail? You see, for many people, it is as a result of bad government policies. So they say if the government policies are great, then definitely business results will be great. But that's very, it's it's very debatable. Why? Because you find out that in places where there are great government policies, businesses still fail. Why does that happen? If it is all about government policies, then every business in certain environments should just be great. And then in places where there are terrible government policies, some businesses still survive. All right. If it is just about government policies, then certain businesses in certain places should fail. All of them, all the businesses should fail. So that gives us an idea that it may not just really be about government policies. What else is the major reason why people say that the businesses fail? Finances. Some people are even unable to get started because they believe they don't have the finances to get started. And see, I've been to, of course, I spend most of my time talking with business people. All right. I advise, mentor, and train managers from large organizations around the world. And of course, I always find ways to reach out to startups and people who are just starting along in their journey of business because we owe it to them to provide them with the support that they need. All right. So always I come into that situation where I'm getting the same old report. The reason why I haven't started the business is because I don't have the money, or the reason why the business is not growing is because we didn't have the money to invest more. We need to invest in advertising, we need to buy some more equipment, we need more working capital and all of that. And there are many who identify with that and say, for all intents and purposes, as far as they are concerned, that seems very legitimate. That seems very real. Okay. But the truth of the matter is that there are also people who clearly don't have the means, don't have the money, don't have the resources for getting into businesses, but somehow they manage to get into it. Some, by all standards, by all measures, don't have the equipment, the resources that they needed, but they grew to become giants in an industry. Why in the world does that happen? So it has to be that the reason why businesses fail may not necessarily be as a result of financial issues like many think it is. You see, people who are ignorant will always use anything. You see, when people express themselves, they display their knowledge or ignorance. Okay, if you want to drive a Rolls Royce, you have no business taking advice from somebody who is driving a Toyota. No matter how nice a Toyota car could be, it's not Rolls Royce. If you want to ride a Jaguar and you don't know how to get it, then you have no business listening to somebody who's driving a Honda. No matter how great the Honda car could be, it's not a Jaguar. So when you want to move ahead, move forward in your business, you want to listen to people who are already making progress. So one of the greatest challenges of our time is that there is what you call information overload. There are too many voices speaking, too many experts. It's just so crazy. Sometimes, if you don't have the ability to sit back, reflect, analyze, and question assumptions, I always will tell people question assumptions because all you have been told may not necessarily be true. There are lots of wrong information all over the place. All right, lots of long information. There is information overload. And in an era of information overload, you don't even know who to believe in. You don't even know what to trust. It's so crazy that even the sources of information, all right, certain sources of information, including most dictionaries, are today manipulated and controlled. And that just shows you what is possible. So again, we rule up the possibility that finances could be the reason why people are unable to start out in business or why they don't grow in their business. Recently, I did an audio, not an audio, I mean, it was a recording from one of my meetings that my team made available. And I think it is captioned the strategic approach to business growth, a very short audio of not of less than an hour, where I shared very important insights about how to grow a business. We actually focus on um, three three important approaches to business growth. You see, and I will ask you to request for that material, strategic approach to business growth. And we are making that material available for only £1. So if you just send us an email or contact any of our numbers are on the screen right now. Our website is on the screen. Our email is on the screen. All of that you have them. If you just send a request, somebody will get back to you on exactly how to get that material. It's not listed on our website, so you can find it there. It's a very special teaching. It's called Strategic Approach to Business Growth. If you're looking at how to grow your business, you want to listen to that material. It's quite phenomenal. It's a premium content. Wherever you are, please request for it. All right. I mean, the £1 is actually because we are just trying to get it out. It's a material that we actually should the price at £100. So, and we can decide to change the pricing anytime we feel like. You get it now that you have it. All right. So, I've mentioned two reasons why people think the businesses could fail. And I said the first one is people blame it on government policies. The second reason people blame their business failure is on lack of finances. All right. So they say, if we have more money, we're going to be able to do that and that and that. And I always tell people that money is not the problem. Let me give you a very simple example. How did Airbnb start? How did it start? It started I think it's in Francisco during the Obama campaign, and there were more people in the area than the hotels could accommodate. Meaning, there was there was this more demand than supply, and these two gentlemen who were looking for how to actually raise money to pay their rents realized that we can actually put some people in our sitting room. We can just get them at beds and they pass the night. We serve them breakfast and they pay us. So they went out, bought a bed, and invited people into their home in the morning. They served them breakfast and they paid them for the service. That's how air, bed, and breakfast, air, bed, and breakfast, Airbnb, that's how it was done. Today, it's a big corporation, one of the biggest competitors of most hotels. So again, what do you think? Why is it that businesses fail? It's not bad government policies. Bad government policies are not great, but they can be managed. All right. So it's not finances. Finances could be a limitation only and only for one reason, and I will tell you that reason. And it's because of the business model you are operating. Now, let me tell you something. Every business that you see is operating with what is called a model. That model is called the logic of doing business. That means it is the approach the company uses to deliver and capture value. See, I'm a biggest, um, I'm a big fan of Peter Drucker, and I want all his one of the things he said there are only two theories of the enterprise. It is innovation and marketing. I'm a big fan of that statement. I have quoted it 1,000 times. I'm going to keep quoting it. As a matter of fact, if you go to brandevent.com/philosophy, you're going to find me making that quotation. All right. Now, he said there are only two theories of the enterprise, and he said it is innovation and marketing. Why did he say that? Well, it's very simple because you have no business coming into any industry and expecting a superior performance, expecting growth, if you are not bringing something unique. You see, uniqueness is what innovation is about. In innovation, you are bringing either a new logic of creating value and capturing value. That's what they call business model. Or you are bringing a new product. What Uber did was to bring a new model. That was the cross of their innovation. They realized that there were lots of idle capacity. There were many cars with nobody inside them on the streets. And they thought, we have to find a way to put people into these cars. So they brought a new model of operating taxis, leveraging technology. As a result of that, they were able to start their business without having to buy the cars. That's going capital late in business. All right. The same thing happened to Airbnb. Money didn't stop them. They started with beds and breakfast, and the business took off. And today is a giant corporation. Think about it. That goes to tell you that it's not about finances, and it's not about environment. Flutterwave is a Nigerian company. It began in Nigeria. Today it's worth over $1 billion. Again, it's not about the environment. If it were the environment, Flutterwave may not have become a company that is worth $1 billion today. Think about it. Just think about it. So, business success is something that happens as a result of a company's ability to innovate and market successfully. You want to write it down. Business success is something that happens as a result of a business ability to innovate and market successfully. You are either innovating the process or you are innovating the products. All right? Because you understand, a gentleman called E.P. Box said, all business models are wrong. He said, but the practical question is how wrong they do have to be not to be useful. What do they mean by that? He said business models are the expression of the thoughts and ideas of some people in the pursuit of the solutions that they seek at a particular given time. That is what a business model is. Somebody's idea about how to create and capture value. Now, when he developed this idea and it begins to work, many people begin to use it and suddenly it becomes an industry standard. They call it best practices. You see, now when everybody is using the same model, that means nobody can expect to have any advantage because the model determines structures, model determines requirements, in terms of finances, in terms of staffing, in terms of marketing. Model determines all of that. That's all a part of the model. So when you come to the market with the same model as that used by other people, you will be stupid to expect that you are going to have a better result than others. Why should that happen? People only respond to greater benefits. The market response to you is a feedback to the value you are providing. If you provide more value, all right, to them and make them aware of it, which is what marketing is about, they will buy. If you don't, they will not buy because you have competitors who do the same thing as you are doing. You understand that? So now, so you notice that all successful businesses have one thing in common: uniqueness. There is something unique about all of them. Look at Twitter, look at Facebook. They are all in the social media space. There is something unique about the two of them, how they operate and the value that they deliver. Then look at LinkedIn. LinkedIn is also in the social media space, but they are targeted on a particular segment. You see, that's focus strategy. See, so success, I told you, is a response. See, is a dependent variable. It just doesn't happen. It happens because you are doing something really different and you're doing it really good. So now you hold these thoughts in your heart. And I'm going to be talking to you more and more on this series. You see, I really want to see your businesses becoming more successful and more successful. But that's not going to happen except you learn to do something differently. All right. So first, we can dismiss the two ideas that the reason why you may not have the level of success that you want is not because of government policies, because government policies can be managed. It's not because of finances, because with a new model, you can overcome the limitations of finances. You understand that? Now, so what could it be about? What I've told you, you see, success is knowing how a system functions. When you understand how a system functions, you'll be successful within that system. When you want to be significant, you learn to create or to recreate the system completely. My name is Dr. Brian Remain, and if you have questions, you want to drop them here, and we're going to get back to you in the comment section. All right. I ask you to check our website, brianremain.com, and contact us. Let us know how we may be able to help you. I'm so delighted for having the chance to talk to you this morning, and I'm hoping that you can do something very quickly with this. Remember, I told you we have a very important material which we call strategic approach to business growth. And you can make a request right admin at berrybrain.com, and somebody will get back to you on how to get that material. We have lots of materials, lots of articles all over the internet, all over the world, and you can just search for these articles and you will be able to get very important insight that will help you move your business forward. All right, so you can do something significant with your business. You see, you can do something significant, and I'm looking forward to seeing all of the great results you will be, bringing about as a result of approaching things differently. I'm signing off right now, and I'm hoping to speak to you another time. This I remain yours, Dr. Brian Remain, and I will talk to you another time.